Next point on healthy eating habits. Next point, when you are eating, drink minimal water. Yesterday I told us that in a day, you need to drink at least 8 glasses of water yesterday. And that is very good to help your blood circulation. One of the things that causes sicknesses and diseases, dehydration. Are we following? One of the things that causes sicknesses and diseases, dehydration. If your body does not have sufficient water in its body. But when you are eating, you drink minimal amount of water, because that can lower the concentration of the ability of those enzymes inside your mouth at the time of eating. You drink 8 glasses of water minimum in a day in between meals when you are not eating. But when you are eating, eat your food, allow your saliva, the enzymes inside your saliva, allow them to mix up very well with the food before it goes in. When it goes in, you are going to have a good meal, and then it will digest normally. You are not going to have a lot of gas building up in your stomach. You are not going to have a lot of bacteria forming in because of that. Are we following?
Yes.
Okay. I'll have to speed up now because of time, because I know food is ready and everybody wants to eat. Before 7. Well, you know, this thing you have to make it a practice. It's not just for tonight. It's not for tonight alone. Now, don't eat when you are under heavy stress. When you are stressed out, don't eat. It affects your digestion. That's why one of the things you need to remove from your life is stress. In life, you cannot do without stress, but you have to know how to manage your stress. If you go to the European countries, some people know some things are giving them stress, yet they cannot keep away from it. For example, in Europe, every time they have some championships, like the European Championship football match, every time they have the World Cup, a lot of people report to the hospital with high blood pressure. Why? Because they are unnecessarily exposing themselves to things giving them stress. If anything is giving you stress, if you love Super Eagles and they are not performing superbly, then disconnect from them so that you can help your health. If you know that when you watch a live match, it can give you hypertension, then make a decision not to watch any live match again. It's injuring your health, you may not know. Your health is supposed to carry this body for at least 100, 120 years without any problem. But a lot of people, they are tensed up unnecessarily about things that are out of their control. So when you are tensed up and you take food at that time, it's also going to affect your body's metabolism. It's not going to allow that food to be digested. So you are seeing how a lot of things are connected. You can be having a good food in front of you, but at the same time, that food may not serve its purpose. Now, in rounding up, because of the time we have today, I'll give us about 2-3 more things, and then we will round up, and then I'll introduce some materials to you. I hope you will enjoy this next one, healthy eating habits. For your body to be healthy, you need to fast at least once in a week. Fasting. Fasting is not, I'm not talking about spiritual fasting now. This is nutritional fasting. I talked to you about detoxification. Detoxification is the process of eliminating weight. When you want to do healthy living fasting, you abstain from food, but you drink a lot of water all through the day. What are you doing? You are helping your body to detoxify. You are helping your body to eliminate waste. And you need that at least once in a week. If you are not fasting once in a week, let me tell you this also. The more food you eat, particularly cooked food, the faster you age. Yes. So you must have discipline. That's one of the reasons the Bible says we should fast. We don't know everything, the reason why God says something. That's one of the reasons. Because it will help your body also. There are things built up into this body. Don't you see some, you have some equipment in Warri Refinery. When you want to do turnaround maintenance, for a period of time, they have to shut everything down. Is that not? Why? It's because they want everything to be rejuvenated. The same thing, your body needs that. You can't Monday to Sunday, you can't be putting everything. Don't kill this body. You have to slow it down. One day, just be drinking water. Not Martina, not Gulda, water. That's the best friend of life, water. Are we getting that? Okay, I give us 2 more and then I introduce the materials. Now, I mentioned exercise also yesterday, body exercise, how important exercise is. But when you want to exercise, please, when you have just eaten, make sure you wait for at least 2 hours after you have eaten before you start exercising. That also, somebody has just finished eating, and then you get on the bike and you begin to ride around. Say, the man told us we should be riding bike. You have to get it right. Let the food digest before you start exercising so that you don't tamper with the body's normal process. And there are a couple of other things, but I will just and then because of time, now you have what we call, I've got some materials here. I'm an accountant by profession. I'm a believer in Christ also and a pastor, but when I started having health challenges, I also started delving into these issues, and I realized that a lot of the things that takes us to the hospital, if we actually manage our body, we should be seeing our doctor once in a while, not regularly. Your doctor should see you sometime and say, "Oh boy, I've not seen you in a long while, what happened?" Then you tell him, "I'm eating right now and I'm living right." So now I give you a testimony. A woman was diagnosed with ovarian cyst, and this woman went to the hospital and had a surgery. After the surgery, all the pains, immediate pains, disappeared, and she felt better. 2 years down the line, this woman started feeling pains again. And then the husband was making arrangements to take her for surgery again because that's what their medical practitioner advised, that if the pain is getting too much, let's cut this thing out again. And they went the first time. The second time, luckily enough, they met a man who also had health challenges. But by coming in contact with some of the materials here, God used that to liberate him. So spoke to the man and said, "But you cut it out the first time. How did it come back again?" Then he said, "Why not you and your wife come and see me before you go for this second surgery? Let me just give you some tips, some ideas." So the two of them came, and the first thing he told them about how the body functions. He talked to them about one of the characteristics of living thing, which is growth. We know that in O levels, is that not? Every living thing grows. Then he told them also that for that growth to occur, that living thing must be fed. Is that right? There has to be food for that living thing. And it now opened their eyes. The ovarian cyst or fibroid you are having in your body is also a living thing. The reason that living thing is growing is because it's being fed with the right food, it's being fed with the right drink, it's being fed with the right environment. He said, so instead of going for surgery, he said, what happened is this. You went for surgery the first time, and then you went back to your old lifestyle of eating. And what happens? The nurturing began again, and the growth came back. He said, so you and your wife, can you just give me 90 days? I want to put you on a 90-day challenge. It's one of the magazine here. And he said, I'm going to put you on a special diet. I'll tell you what you should not eat. When he found out some of the things the woman normally eat, this woman cannot do without soft drink in a day. This woman likes taking items loaded with sugar. This woman likes going to the eatery to buy things that are fried and all sorts. So it was difficult for her, but the husband convinced her. After 90 days, before then, the woman was not feeling the pain that she was feeling again. He said, what was one of the things the man said? He said, eliminate every processed food from your meal. Any process. Those are dead food lying in waste. So don't touch them. Anything processed. Eliminate anything that has sugar. Sugar is going to feed your tumor. So, then he said, eliminate anything that is made with flour. Meat pie, donut, cake, everything. Oh, somebody said this is tough. But you want to live long, it's a choice. Life is filled with choices. You've got to make your choice. So, the woman took some time, she didn't agree, but the husband, started encouraging. May God give you encouragers. So the husband started encouraging, look, we have done surgery. Why not let's try what this man is saying? And this woman did. After 90 days, they went back to the same laboratory. They did the scan and the analysis came out. Now, the woman still had the ovarian cyst, but they compared, the surgeon compared the first analysis with the second one after 90 days. The size of the ovarian cyst has shrunk to a very tiny size. Why? Why did they think? You are welcome, sirs. So going around now, she didn't have to do the surgery again. She just continued after 90 days. They put her on a 90-day challenge. Now she's been doing it for many years. She didn't have to do that surgery, and now she's free. I pray that you will come up with your own testimony. I've got my own testimony also, but time will not permit me to share on how I didn't have to take any form of medication when I realized my BP was very high. And I shared that with them yesterday. So let me introduce some of these materials to you. One of my books is Live Long. This will tell you about all you need to know on how to live long. It's 1,000 naira. It's available. And for everyone that buys that, this Healthy Living magazine will take a copy free for people. Oh, good. So that diet that I said the man placed them on is called Hallelujah Diet. How you use the therapeutic agent inside food items. Best healing agents, they are inside the items that God has given us. The fruits, the vegetables, they are there, but you don't know the power in them. There are things that if you take them today, do you know that carrot juice is so powerful? Not processed one. Carrot juice, when taken regularly, can help you lower your blood cholesterol, high cholesterol in your blood. Do you know that tomato is so powerful? I told them yesterday, men, when you are 40 and above, one of the diseases that is common to men is prostate cancer. Now, one of the therapeutic agents inside tomato is that gives it its reddish color is a substance called lycopene. And lycopene is one of the agents that God gave that helps your body to fight prostate cancer. So somebody saw me one day eating raw tomato, and he frowned his face. I said, "Why are you doing this?" I said, "If you understand what I understand, you will be eating like me also, because I don't want to get to that time and then I'm coming up with prostate cancer." So here you have Hallelujah Diet will explain that to you. You have also here 10 healthy ways to lose weight. You have here the 30-day challenge. Every disease you have, if you place yourself on a diet here for 30 days, you are going to see practical improvement. Then this talks about the medicinal properties of certain foods. Lettuce, carrots, it's there. This
that were invited. And so I'm going to call out the names of the first 10 people, and they're going to get one of the books each. The first book here is Are You a Steward, Digger, or Beggar? And then You Are Not Poor. The MD will give these books out, and I will call the names. Eibe Smart, that was the first person that came. Please let's put our hands together for me. Abulime P. Olajumoke OF. SNOA. Atuma Anna OHO. Umo UO. Adioye OO. Ugoji CN. Abel CP. And finally Faguaro FM. Thank you very much, MD. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for dinner, but we will crave your indulgence to please follow the lead. We are going to be coming to your tables to call you to move to the buffet, please, so that we maintain some level of orderliness. We will invite Jump and Pass to give us music, and then we will physically come to your table so that to move you there. But we will want the head table to go first. We are calling the head table to take the lead. You can walk past and abstain from all and collect water. So ladies and gentlemen, Jump and Pass.
He won't be Cause anytime I am most delighted to stand here this evening to appreciate you all for having left your different engagements to attend this edition of the dinner with the MD program. Tonight's one is an emotional one. Emotional in the sense that we have distinguished personalities from River State. We have somebody like Professor Israel Owate, the former Commissioner for Education in River State, and also one-time Commissioner for Lands and Housing. He's here with us, a distinguished academic. We also have with us the presence of Chief Honorable Castor Gosu, a prominent and illustrious son of Eleme. He's also here with us. We have an Ekmaran Chief Idoho and his wife seated with us here. We have distinguished businessmen seated with us tonight, people who have never attended the program before. And I also have to acknowledge the presence of some of my childhood friends and people who are very dear to the MD here with us tonight. We are delighted to have you here. We've enjoyed your company. We also wish to thank Pastor Abraham for a most soul-searching lecture. We have profited so much from his teachings. He started from yesterday, and today he has rounded up. I believe that what we have learned from his lectures today will help us in living a very healthy life to the praise of the Almighty God who has promised us long life. So we thank you and we wish you well even as you get back to your different destinations. Thank you very much and may God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the dinner continues, but then we'll be saying the closing prayer. You can continue eating, continue listening to beautiful music. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Pastor Apostle George, for the closing prayer. Apostle, sir.
Now bow our heads. Father, we thank you for the journey thus far. Thank you for another good occasion. Thank you for we leave us individually in peace and in good health. Thank you for the end. Thank you for the visitors. Thank you for the work to all in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, sir. It is not the length of the prayer, it is the precision. Apostle is a very precise man. Ladies and gentlemen, as you continue whining and dining, I leave you in the hands of John and Pass.
He said to Baba T, you see this house, you see that